A very good evening to one and all joined the YOSI webinar today.
Dr. Sonal, 1 second, we are not yet live. I'll just let you know. It's still preparing.
We got that message. Actually, the meeting is being live streamed.
Okay. Yeah, it's live. Yes, please go ahead.
So once again, very good evening to all of you. I want to welcome you all on behalf of the Governing Council of Young Ophthalmologists Society of India. Today is most probably the last webinar that would be held by this particular Governing Council and Executive Group. And I am extremely thankful to Dr. Nupur's team. The entire team has worked very hard over the period of last 2 years. They've organized a number of socio-cultural activities. The theme that we started was very different from Life Beyond Ophthalmology. Our theme was that whatever socio-cultural activities that are related to ophthalmology in some way or the other, that would be included in this particular series of activities that would be held. And like stress management, yoga, all these things have also been taken into their realm. And we have conducted so many successful activities, and so many prizes have been given away by this particular team that showed the enthusiasm and the zeal with which the young ophthalmologists have participated. And I'm really grateful to Nupur, Dr. Priya, and the entire team, Rakhi, and they have done an excellent job over the last 2 years. And I hope that this particular socio-cultural webinar for the humor is also going to be a great hit today. I wish all the participants best of luck. I want to thank all the judges who've taken out time from their busy schedules to judge this particular entry. And one of the persons that I approached for judging also told me that I do not have any experience in this field. So I said that if you have experience in laughing, you're most welcome over here. But the time zones were different, so this person could not join us. But I'm really grateful to all the others who've taken out time and who are with us today. I hope that Bhavya and others are going to have some nice jokes up their sleeve, and there are going to be good comments from the judges as well. Milind sir has been one of our judges previously also, and all the new judges also will be enthralled by what they see today. Best of luck, and thank you so much, Dr. Nupur and team.
Thank you, Dr. Sonal, for your unending support to all our socio-cultural activities. And thank you so much for joining and welcoming everyone today. So let me just, start by giving a small, I hope my screen is visible, and I'm just putting this on slide. Yeah. So we have this event today. So thank you again, Dr. Sonal. She's been a very dynamic YOSI president. So before we jump on to this, humor and ophthalmology, a short introduction. So let me start off by this YOSI Governing Council. So this is a very nostalgic moment for me. This entire team, our term is coming to an end. So Dr. Sonal Kalia, President, Dr. Digvijay Singh, the immediate past President, Dr. Devakar Misra as the Vice President, Dr. Karan as a Secretary, Dr. Avnish as a Treasurer, and Dr. Nilesh as a Joint Secretary, who have been backed by a very able pan-India executive team, I being one of them. And this has been such a wonderful 2 years. It's such an nostalgic thing for me, putting up these slides in front of you. We have worked very hard, to get YOSI where it is. And we look forward as a new team will take over, they will, bear the flag even higher. And so these are the various arms of YOSI that have grown. You can see we have so many of them. We have a medical legal journal club webinars that go on. We had the YOSICon and so much. And, I wish that the arm keeps expanding, that, one slide is not enough to fit in all the arms of YOSI. And when I took, became an executive member, I had this vision that I wanted to develop a cultural wing of for YOSI. So I'm so thankful to Dr. Sonal. We sat down and I shared this vision with her, and she said, yes, why not? And then she came up with this idea that it has to be something related to ophthalmology. And we came up with this socio-cultural group. So basically this socio-cultural group was a brainchild of Dr. Sonal. And this is our team, I being there, Dr. Manushi, Dr. Soumya, Dr. Aditi, Dr. Rakhi, Dr. Priya, Dr. Rohit, and Dr. Sunena, Dr. Richa. And let me tell you that besides being very talented ophthalmologists, all of these are, so versatile in different fields. Like Manushi is an excellent poet. In fact, this concept of humor and ophthalmology on Joke Day was her brainchild. We had a similar event last year. She could not join us today. Dr. Soumya is a certified yoga trainer. Dr. Priya is a fabulous dancer. Dr. Rakhi is a very versatile dancer and so good at organizing things. So we have this wonderful socio-cultural group running for the last 2 years. And we started with our first activity in October 2022 on World Sight Day, where we had the first YOSI creativity contest, and we had a beautiful webinar. This was also, the social culture group also came out with celebrating the creativity of the young ophthalmologists, where all these entries were published in Bio Times, and a very successful Bio Times. We had a webinar based on the theme Love Your Eyes. And on International Women's Day 2023, we had 8 female ophthalmologists, pioneers in India, who shared their journey candidly as 8 for 8. This is at the BioTube video. We've had a lot of beyond sessions, physical sessions in the AIS YOSI Forum and in the Bio Pavilion in 2023, which dealt with career balances, pursuing hobbies. We had the Bio Night at the AIS YOSI Forum. Then we had the International Yoga Day in 2023. As you can see, we actually had a live yoga session. We had the season 1 of LOL Human and Ophthalmology. Dr. Millen, who's here, was a part of this, and a lot of contestants who are here, they were a part of season 1 also. And I'm so happy that they have joined us again today. And then we had on the World Photography Day, we had the ICI Everywhere photography contest, and also a small DIY photography and optical clinic, where the bios spoke about different subspecialties, how you can take photographs in your clinics. And then we had, this is again the photography contest. Then we had the season 2 of the creativity contest. Life came to a full circle, a beautiful webinar. We had even more number of participants this time. As you can see, we had a gala time. And then we had a Rangoli, hashtag Rangoli by Bios contest on the Facebook, YOSI Facebook, and beautiful Rangolis, where they had to correlate their Rangoli to eyes. And then we had a lot of financial webinars headed by Dr. Rohit Modi and Dr. Nilesh, who dealt with financial literacy for the bios, and hoping that this will come as a separate wing and go separate from the socio-cultural banner. Moving on further, then we also had we celebrated the Glaucoma Week and the International Women's Day. We had a glaucoma Yo Reel contest, wherein people submitted reels creating glaucoma awareness, and also submitting art creating glaucoma awareness. Then we had this massive successful Bio Night in the first annual YOSI Con. We had a Your Talent show, and we had 21 performances by young talented ophthalmologists. We had a gala of a time, and we are looking forward to the APAO Bio Night as well. And so then just last week, we concluded a beautiful YOSI yoga webinar, where, we had a beautiful webinar on health and mindfulness. As you can see, Mrs. Naina Shetty had joined. She took a wonderful webinar on, a small session on meditation and yoga. Then we had this first international collaboration of the socio-cultural group with the APAO Bio Societies, wherein we had singers from YOSI, we had singers from Malaysia, Indonesia, and they presented, a song with lyrics correlating to why we had this beautiful webinar. And so this is socio-cultural group for you. We've had reels, photography, creativity contest, Rangoli, art, poems, health and mindfulness, beyond sessions. And we look forward to adding more of these arms to our armamentarium. And today we have this beautiful YOSI LOL season 2. Today's International Joke Day. Today's also the International Doctors Day. So wishing everybody a very happy Doctors Day. But our focus is on the lighter side of our profession, humor and ophthalmology. And we have young ophthalmologists presenting their take on humor in ophthalmology. I will not reveal much because I would want you to enjoy the show. And I would like to welcome our judges for the event. So we have Dr. Namrata Sharma, ma'am. She'll be joining us soon. So ma'am needs no introductions. She is the Chairman, Scientific Committee of All India Ophthalmological Society. And she is the professor at AIMS. And any sort of introduction is too less for her. She's a lot of presentations, awards, and publications to her credit. Then we are joined by Professor Dr. Rajesh Sinha. Sir's joining us today is very special because I'm sure would be feeling so proud. It was Dr. Namrata ma'am and Dr. Rajesh Sinha sir who actually, with under whose umbrella YOSI was started way back. And thank you, sir, so much for joining us. So, sir is a professor of ophthalmology in the Cornea, Cataract, and Refractive Services at the RPC AIMS. And sir's been served as the General Secretary of JAWS. He was also the past treasurer of AIOS, and he's got a lot of publications and presentations to his credit. He's the current secretary of the Family Benefit Scheme of AIOS and the General Secretary of the ISCRIS. And he's got a lot of achievements and awards to his credit. Again, any sort of introduction is very less to welcome, sir. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. And then we have Dr. Milind Nayak. So he is my mentor. It's such a, overwhelming feeling to have Sir with us. And he was there with us for season 1 as well. And I'm so happy that he's agreed to join us for season 2 also. So Sir is an ophthalmic plastic surgeon at LV Prasad Eye Institute, Hyderabad. And he's trained at CMC Vellore. He has his area of interest include aesthetic and facial plastic surgery, thyroid eye disease, and minimally invasive ophthalmic plastic surgery. And beyond ophthalmology, he loves creative surgery teaching. He also loves cycling, painting, and origami. He is the current honorary general secretary of the Oculoplasty Association of India. So thank you, Dr. Milind, for joining us once again today. Then we have Dr. Ruma Sridhar, ma'am. So I'm so lucky to be working with ma'am. And so ma'am is the head and senior consultant of the cornea services at Eye Care Eye Hospital, Noida. She's currently the in charge of the postgraduate training and the iBank services at this institute. She was the past editor of the Noida Journal of Ophthalmology, past associate editor of Delhi Journal of Ophthalmology. She's on the editorial board of the Indian Journal of Ophthalmology. She has published her own book, The Cornea Illustrated, which is a very good go-to book for all the PG students and those who are doing fellowship in cornea. And I can vouch for her. She's a passionate baker. I've had the privilege to taste her banana chocolate cake just today, which she baked for the India winning the World Cup. So thank you, Uma ma'am, for joining. And she has a very fantastic sense of humor. And I look forward to hearing ma'am's comments as we go on further with the show. So then we have very dynamic Dr. Chaitra Jaydev ma'am. So ma'am is currently at Narayan Netralaya. She heads the vitreous retina services there. So she's done a PhD from Maastricht University, and she's the healthcare leadership program from Harvard Medical School. She has over 170 PubMed Index articles, and she's the current treasurer of the VRSI. So thank you so much, all the judges, for joining us today, and we'll be taking your comments as we move on further. And coming to the moderators, so one of the moderators is Dr. Rakhi Recluse. She couldn't join us today, but she's played a very crucial role in designing this whole webinar, and the beautiful Zoom background that you're seeing has been designed by her. In fact, she's been a very key member of the YOSI socio-cultural group. So she's currently a consultant phaco surgeon at Ahelia Eye Institute, Kerala. And Dr. Priya Sasodia is the other very key member of the socio-cultural group. She's done an MS ophthalmology from Gajaraja Medical College. And she's currently pursuing a fellowship in cornea and refractive surgery at Chitrakoot, Madhya Pradesh. She is my right and left arm for all the socio-cultural activities that are taking place. Her interests are in dancing and badminton. And this is Dr. Nupur. Hi. So I am currently working as an anterior segment in oculoplasty at Eye Care Eye Hospital, Noida. And I am currently a YOSI executive member, and my term is ending soon. And I'm the NOS Times editor. I'm leading the journal club team and the socio-cultural team. And I am a trained Kathak dancer. So with this, so before we begin, can we have a few comments from our judges? Dr. Rajesh Sinha, sir, what are you looking forward to? Any comments from you, sir?
Well, it will be a good enjoyment for me, actually. It will be a nice change from the routine, and our own colleagues performing. I'm sure apart from Ashish, there's Vineet also. So there are two of my own students. I'm sure they are not going to make fun of my behavior or anything related to me. But yeah, I'm looking forward.
Sure. Thank you, sir. So I think we'll take comments from the judges as we move on further. And so let's start with the show. And here we go. So we have, 1 second, let me just put this on slideshow mode again. Yeah. So yes, so our first participant for today is Dr. Bhavya. So he's a phaco-refractive glaucoma anterior segment surgeon at ESGI hospitals. He's the alumni of the Sri Sankara Devi Netralaya Guwahati, and he's previously headed the LP Biryani Trust Hospital at Gujarat. And he's a stand-up comedian. He's a national stand-up comedian, a 4-time TEDx speaker. And so he says about his entry that so let's hear it from him, what he wants to say about his entry. So over to you, Dr. Bhavya.
अरे बेटी पुष्पा, कहाँ जा रहे हो अपने गधे में? माय फेवरेट कैरेक्टर फ्रॉम एनी फॉर्म ऑफ कॉमिक thing has been Chote Pandit from Bhul Bhulaiya, and he is my spirit animal. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, respected stalwarts who are here as a judge, respected UC team, my lovely, lovely participants. For the next 5 minutes, that is what ma'am has allotted us the time. And it's a coincidence that Doctor's Day and a joke day fall on the same day. So let's try joking us up. And I'm sure when people ask me that, Bhavya, do you do dark jokes? I say I don't. I operate them. So that's how it works. And let's have a good time ahead, ma'am. So can I have my PPT ahead?
Yes, I'll do. So before I share your screen, I'll just like to remind the judges I've already shared the Excel sheet with you. So you can just keep marking all the participants and share the screenshot of the entire filled Excel once all the participants are done. You can share it on my personal message. Fine. Yeah. So I'll just share Dr. Bhavya's presentation, which is here. Yeah. So Bhavya, you keep telling me next, and I'll just keep
Yeah.
changing your slides.
I'll keep doing this parallelly as well.
Yes.
And we can go fast. That's okay. So I keep my segment as vitreous humor, and that's how my stand up. And there's a big statutory warning. Please don't get offended like a cataract post-op who has 6'6" but is still complaining of foreign body sensation. The next 5 minutes, I request you guys are not allowed to be offended for the sake of humor. Please. Next. So me, I'm Sarkuda Gama, and that's my pen name. And yes, funnily, I have been awarded as the funniest doctor by none other than myself. And this is as honest and impartial as our patient testimonial videos. This is absolutely coincident. So what is going to happen is there are going to be memes, which are going to be some repeat content. There are going to be a few videos. There are going to be a few random stories. And then there's going to be a lot of self-praise that we do because, well, elections are coming up. Next. So I call this particular segment as Prachin memes. And a lot of them asks that, yes, Bhavya, why do you keep on repeating the same memes? Because a few of them are already viral. So I always say that if everybody of you and everybody of us can repeat the same PPT in all on conferences, why cannot I? So yeah, let's hear us ahead. Next. Now we can go a little faster in this. So here are some Prachin memes. So this is a hypothetical situation if Maharaj and Maharani were ophthalmologists. Next. So this is the best scenario where Maharaja with cataract practice a stinking one, a huge empire and the sun coming, and this is the Raj Tilak ceremony of the Yuvraj. Next. And this is my favorite. I call retina people as retina Raja, and I called plastic people as plastic Rani. You are not supposed to get offended by it. Can I have the previous one once? And it says that chalo Rani private shuru karte hain. The plastic girl says that मैं तो cosmetic clinic बनाऊंगी. The next. जाके सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट के कैटरेक्ट सर्जन्स को बोल दो कि अगर वो रेटिना के पेशेंट्स हमें रेफर करेंगे तो उनके ड्रॉप और एंड ऑफ हम मैनेज करेंगे. नेक्स्ट. This is also one of the private people becoming insecure. Gupchar bro, जरा पता करो पड़ोसी राज्य ने अपने प्रीमियम रेट पैकेजेस क्या रखे हैं. Next. This is for everybody who has been a part of the real pandemic. कि चलो दासी रील बनाते हैं during free OPD hours. Next. The Maharani is scolding the Maharaj कि आपके आईफोन में porn folder देखा है. The Maharaj saying महारानी जी उस पर विश्वास करो, वो प्रोग्रेसिव आउटर रेटिनल नेक्रोसिस पब्लिकेशन के केस फोटोज हैं. Next. This is my favorite. This is what has happened in my personal life. The Maharani says, दूर रहिए महाराज, मैं जब भी I feel wet बोलती हूँ आप सेक्स सिरिंजिंग कर देते हो. Next. महारानी asking, telling महाराज, महाराज मैंने आपको बोला था hurt me. महाराज आंख में एंट्रोपिन डाल दिए. Next one. And this has to be my favorite. This has to be next. Next. वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस पे टॉक देने महाराजा तीसरी बार गए इस हफ्ते में. And this thing I want to tell on behalf of every woman, every single lady who is joining on this webinar. If any man claims to talk about work and life balance, उसे एक बार अपनी बीवियों को पूछना जरूरी है। और स्टैट्यूटरी वार्निंग, ये वाली स्लाइड मेरी बीवी ने ऐड करवाई है। नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट। Yeah, these are the few video bouquets.
Let's go on to the next.
Now we can change the slide. This is my favorite one. Next. This is dark.
और सपने में मिल जाए फरिश्ता सा कोई, जैसे रंगों भरी पिचकारी, जैसे तितलियां फूलों की क्यारी, जैसे बिना और निंदिया में नींद।
एवरीथिंग इज फाइन, सब अच्छा है, सब चंगासी, बदाज मजामा थे।
क्यों निराशा से है आस हारी हुई, क्यों सवालों का उठा सा दिल में तूफान है नैना।
This was not intended to harm any retina. Sir.
एवरीथिंग इज फाइन।
Next.
मैं उसको भूल गया था उसको, दर्द गायब हो गया था, जबरदस्त प्रॉब्लम आई, पूरा अहंकार उतर गया। तो जो मैंने सोचा था आसान काम होगा वो काफी मुश्किल हो गया। बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला। मैं आपको बोलूं तो दर्द सहना पड़ा काफी, मगर सह लिया।
Next.
मैं उसको भूल
ये मेरा
नहीं सीधा कर, लेफ्ट कर, नीचे कर, ऊपर कर, राइट कर।
ठीक है,
लेफ्ट कोने में,
ठीक है, समझ गया,
तिकोना,
समझ गया,
नीचे, राइट लेफ्ट,
ठीक है।
पूछ। नहीं सीधा कर।
Sorry, yaar. Next. Oh, this is my favorite. So yeah, so that was all, and these are the last three just to, because there was a lot of offense which I am apologetic for, but on the name of humor, vitreous humor and aqueous humor both, everything is allowed. Next. This is just a happy word. Life is just like corneal edema on post-op day 2. Maybe you exerted too hard too long, but you know what's beautiful? Most of it resolves simply with time. Number 2, this is, I keep commenting this, wet labs are like dinosaurs. Most of the residents have heard of them existence, but nobody has actually seen them. Next. And this is my favorite, because I'm sure none of them are big fans of biostatistics, and I used to tell my PSM colleagues the same also. Next. Yes, the next. This is my favorite. Statistics are like bikinis. They reveal more than what they hide, but ultimately they hide the naked truth. So yeah, so that is probably that is probably most of the thing from my side. And do you know who's the funniest? तो बताओ, आप बताओ कौन था funniest? एक ही इंसान, देखो, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस, एक ही इंसान, next सुनो, and this has nothing to do with योसी elections or the अब की बार 400 पार. नेक्स्ट, तो बताओ बाकी जो आगे लोग आने वाले हैं उसको कितने मार्क्स मिलने वाले हैं? नेक्स्ट, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस, आई एम एब्सोल्युटली नॉट सेइंग दिस. नेक्स्ट. थैंक यू सो मच अमित शाह जी, थैंक यू सो मच. नेक्स्ट. बस रबर, सबने कह दिया, सबने. सर प्लीज प्लीज सर, सबने कह दिया. थैंक्स. नेक्स्ट. थैंक यू सो मच मोदी जी, थैंक यू. नेक्स्ट. Modi ji approves, wow, Modi ji, wow. And that's all from my side. And that's my time. Signing off. Thank you so much for being an amazing audience. We love you. Signing off, Dr. Bhavya Kokani. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bhavya, we give you marks, taka-tak.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that was very nice, Bhavya. Obviously, we have been seeing you since the last 2 years, we've seen your live stand-up comedy acts also. So, yes, so we'll not waste time. We'll take comments from our judges. Dr. Milan, what would you want to say about Bhavya's?
I always enjoy his presentations, and they're always lively. And the best part is he himself is laughing so much when he's presenting, so that keeps you in the mood. It's a talent to make people laugh. Congratulations.
Dr. Rajesh, so what would you want to say?
I think it was very creative, very nice, Bhavya. And the statement that you made, that life is like, second day of corneal edema and it will resolve. So that was really very good. And I must say you are a very creative person.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Uma ma'am, what would you want?
Bhavya, good fun, huh? Your Prachin was really nice. And as also we can relate to a lot of your tamsulosin and other stuff. We all face those situations.
Not my tamsulosin.
Sorry. No, you're too young for tamsulosin.
Too young for that.
You're too young for tamsulosin. Find your patients and ours. Because, yes, next time we have a patient like that, we'll certainly remember and probably laugh instead of pulling our hair. And we also, Rajesh can relate to this. We send out with a clear graph, comes back with rejection after 1 year, of loss. We can, relate to that too. And also when endothelitis gives you sweets after the corneal edema resolves, only to come back next time with another bout of endothelitis. So yeah, we can relate to all your this ones. And it's good fun to have, to be able to take it, and it makes us more stress-free. So well done. So very nice, huh? And you have awarded yourself, and we'll award you taka-tak next time. With this, huh? Modi ji or Yogi ji ne to de hi diya aapko.
Ma'am, please.
Amit Shah. You just missed out Jayesh Shah.
Ma'am, please, UP wala haal mat karna.
Yes, that could be the thing. Aage pata nahi, na? We promise a lot and then don't deliver, right?
Dr. Chaitra, what did you?
So, Bhavya, I totally identified with the whole retina drama scenario. It happens so often to most of us. And these guys come back after a year and you're like, damn, what happened? So that was fun. And I liked how you blended your YOSI politics with the national politics. And I'm sure you're taking a leaf from there. So fantastic. Loved your creativity. Loved how you are part of the fun, like Milan mentioned. So all the best to you. May the best man/woman win.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
We're also joined by Namrata Sharma, ma'am. Ma'am, are you there? Hi.
Yes, I am there, although I saw only the latter part of Bhavya's presentation, but I think it was very creative, especially to link everything with the national already declared the result with the greatest of the politicians. saying that Bhavya did it, but I'm sure there is more to follow. So all the best, Bhavya.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. So, Priya, would you want to introduce the next participant? 1 second, let me just share the screen. 1 second, let me put it on the show mode. Yeah, over to you, Dr. Priya. Priya, are you there? Okay, so I think I'll introduce Dr. Vineet. So Dr. Vineet he's currently working as UVI and ROP specialist at ASGI Hospital Indore and Ujjain, and he's a medical director there and at Indore. And over to you, Dr. Vineet. Do you want to describe what you want to talk about your entry?
First of all, happy Doctors Day to all, and thank you for joining to our esteemed judges to get your time from your busy schedule and joining here. And thank you, Nupur ma'am, for organizing this. This is the second season. Last season was awesome. And to Bhavya, the presentation was great, amazing. I love your content, and I started making reels after seeing your reels. So thank you so much for such funny presentation.
Shukriya,
And
bhai.
first of all, I have sent two entries. First one is all the Bollywood songs describing the eye diseases. It may not be that funny, but the second presentation will be very funny, and I think we should all wait for that too. So let's start with my Bollywood song presentation. All the diseases are covered with Bollywood songs.
Yeah, so let me play your video.
This is acute conjunctivitis. This is NLDO. This is retinitis pigmentosa. रात में नहीं दिख रहा, सांझ में दिखना बंद हो गया।
जो सांझ ख्वाब देखते थे नैना बिछड़ के आज रो दिए।
नैना बिछड़ चुके हैं, जैसे आप देख रहे हैं।
आँख मारे ओ लड़की आँख मारे आँख मारे ओ लड़की आँख मारे।
काफी एजेड लड़की है जो आँख मार रही है।
मोतिया हो जिस तरह
वो इसमें जस्ट वर्ड है मोतिया।
अजब सी अदाएं हैं
मिस्टेक मत अदाएं।
सी नजर बेकरार है तेरी आँखें अब
होगी ना कभी ना।
मैं तेरी आँखों में रहता हूँ तुझे पता ना चले तेरे
आँखों में रहता हूँ पर पता ना चले।
गुजरा
Actually, the voice is a bit cranky because of the increased speed of the video. So last one was the Retina song, which I also presented in the music event. Thank you.
That was very creative, Dr. Vineet. Priya, would you want to invite our judges one by one to take comments? We can start with Namrata ma'am first. Yeah.
So, Vineet, I didn't know that you had this creative side to you. You were there in
Thank you, ma'am.
for 6 years, but I have come to know today. But really well done. And every song that would come or every scene that would appear, I would go, looking at what this represents. And very aptly, whether it was ptosis, even for retinal detachment, you found parda hai parda, which is good, but
Yes.
really nicely done. Congratulations.
Priya, we are unable to have your audio. We are unable to hear you. Yes. So, yeah. No, we cannot hear you now. So I think you can just join back. Now I'll invite Dr. Chaitra to ma'am.
Yeah, Vineet, I didn't quite get what your retinal detachment song was. What was that?
That was Parda Hai Parda. It was Parda Hai Parda, Parda Hai Parda, पर्दे के नीचे मतलब बिलो द रेटिना पानी भरा है फटे पर्दे को फिर से जोड़ के ना रख दूं तो सर्जन मेरा नाम नहीं है सर्जन मेरा
Good
नाम
one.
नहीं है, अगर मैं जोड़ ना दूं तो.
Good one. Nice one, Vineet. Good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Dr. Uma, what did you think about Vineet's song bouquet?
Very creative, very good. Yeah, I mean, it needs a lot of creativity to combine Bollywood and Hollywood and everything with ophthalmology, which is very nice. Enjoyed it. Yeah.
Dr. Rajesh, sir, what did you think about?
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed, Vineet. One, you didn't make fun of us. Many times we have a tendency to, we have many stories about our teachers also. So thank you for that. And the second thing is that
I'll just inform the house that Rajesh sir ने मुझे हाथ पकड़ के इसी सिखाया है, and I am grateful to him for this. Thank you so much, sir.
ये तो मार्क्स के लिए अभी से ब्राइबरी शुरू हो गई है, अनफेयर.
नहीं ब्राइबरी नहीं है, तो मैं पहले भी सर को बता चुका हूँ बहुत बार. बट
झुकी झुकी सी नजर या पर्दा है पर्दा, they were really, you searched all these songs for to correlate with all these conditions. That was really fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Milind, what do you think about Dr. Vineet?
Yeah, I just wanted to give a learning point for that Akhmare. You could probably choose a heavy facial spasm patient. That will be more accurate. But
Yes.
everything was great. I mean, I enjoyed all the other subjects and the related songs.
That
Like,
Juki ki nazar.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Juki Nazar was good.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, Dr. Deepak and Dr. Prasanna will be. Dr. Prasanna, are you there, or should we take your entry a little late? Vineet, is it okay if we take your next entry right now only? Are you okay with that?
Yes, that will be better only, because
Yeah.
that is more focused than this.
More, yeah. So you can, sure. So judges, our next third and fourth entry, we'll take them later on. So next is fifth, Vineet's reel wala entry. So you can just mark that for his next entry.
I'm sorry, like my voice is cut. I'll just join back in a second.
Sorry?
You want to join again?
So this is Vineet's next entry. Vineet, you want to describe this entry for the reels? So Vineet
He's joining back.
Okay.
He's joining back.
1 second. He's joined. Yeah. So Vineet is now presenting 3 set of reels. Vineet, are you there?
Yes, now I am here.
Yeah. You can just describe your entry. Yeah.
First of all, as we were talking about cataract earlier in this session, तो कैटरेक्ट ठीक करने का बिना सर्जरी के, बिना आई ड्रॉप के एक बहुत बढ़िया तरीका आया है. बगलामुखी मैया की जय बोलें और अपना मोतियाबिंद ठीक करें. एक तो ये रहेगा. फिर एक ऑपरेशन थिएटर में एक्चुअली ये चीज मेरे साथ हुई है, मेरे किसी कलीग के साथ हुई है, जिसमें पानी मारते हैं पेशेंट की आंख पे या डॉक्टर की आंख पे, वो आप देखिए. और थर्ड वन है कि पंचायत अभी रिसेंटली सीजन आया है, तो उसमें मैंने बनाया है कि रेटिना पेशेंट्स कितना सब्र रख के उनका विजन आता है धीरे धीरे 4-8 वीक्स आफ्टर सर्जरी, एंड व्हाट डू दे थिंक एंड व्हाट डज द डॉक्टर्स थिंक अबाउट इट. लेट्स स्टार्ट.
Okay. So this is Vineet's first reel.
देखिए भूषण जी, हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, धीरे धीरे हो जाएगा.
यही तो दिक्कत है, सब कुछ बहुत धीरे धीरे.
कब तक आएगा?
अरे आ जाएगा भाई, मुंह काहे लटकाए हैं? मुंह कहाँ लटकाया है? थोड़ा सा तो लटकाए हुए हैं.
कैटरेक्ट सर्जन मजे ले रहे हैं.
देखिए भूषण जी, हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे
हैं. आपके दोनों आंखों में मोतियाबिंद है?
हाँ, दोनों में था. ये तो सही दिखाई दे रहा है.
एक मोतियाबिंद हट गया, एक आंख ठीक हो गई आपकी.
इसमें भी कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है, पूरा नहीं, कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है.
अच्छा, अब इस वाली ये वाली आंख रह गई आपकी.
बाई वाली.
आंखें बंद करो, बंद रखना आंखें. माते बंद रखना आंखें. माइक लगाओ, बगलामुखी मैया की जय बुलवाओ बंद करके.
बगलामुखी मैया की जय.
दोबारा बोलो.
बगलामुखी मैया की जय.
खोलो आंखें, देखो चारों तरफ, बोलो माइक पे.
बगलामुखी मैया की जय.
क्या हुआ?
मेरी दोनों आंखें ठीक हो.
आपके दोनों आंखों में मोतियाबिंद है?
आँख पे पानी डालना, आँख पे, ये तो सर पे डालेगा क्या? आँख पे पानी डाल।
पेशेंट की आँख पे डालना था, मेरी आँख पे डाल।
So that was really nice. Vineet. So, Uma ma'am.
Really, really funny. It's like sometimes really also patients tell you, na, in the OPD, कि उन्होंने तो सर्जरी ऐसे ही लिटा के पानी डाल डाल के निकाल दिया था. This is similar to that, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
And उन्होंने तो 30-40 सेकंड में निकाल दिया. Like some of the organizations they advertise, na, femto in 40 seconds. So it's like 30-40 सेकंड में डॉक्टर साहब आप मोतियाबिंद निकाल दोगे ना. It's like that. You could have made some like those two, but yours are really nice. And the panchayat one and the retina surgeons, we can keep pulling their legs with that. And they're really nice. Your reels are very cute. I think I've seen some on Facebook also. I think I had put on those.
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes
Yeah, but they're really
I post
nice.
there.
You guys are really
Thank you, ma'am.
talented, huh? I mean, along with your work schedule, you make such cute ones.
Yes, ma'am. Sitting in the OPD now also.
Nay, very nice, very nice. Congrats.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your good
Dr.
words.
Chaitra, what would you do?
Unfortunately, retina is the one who's always pulled up. And given the fact that Vineet also does retina, Vineet, you're going to be in trouble when I meet you next in VRSI. So, but then I guess that's how you have to pay, because our surgeries are longer, recovery is longer, and cataract is all glamorous and fashionable. So that's just a fun take on it. Good job, Vineet. Very well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, Namrata ma'am, are you there?
Yes, very much there. I am actually traveling, I mean, in the car, so that's why I've not put the video on.
Yes,
But I think, Vineet, that was really good. And I always like the punk that you all, I mean, like Chaitra said, I know that maybe it's not too good for the retina surgeons, but I think that there we can have a maximum amount of, maximum amount of humor because of the fact that the vision takes long time to come. And Vineet himself is a retina surgeon. So coming from him, it authenticates it even further. I enjoyed the first part really a lot, Vineet.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Dr. Rajesh, sir?
Very nice reels, Vineet. Fantastic. I also agree the first part was really amazing. Yeah, I agree that, these jokes are sometimes, made for, as some people may not like it, and some people will enjoy it. But then since you are yourself a retina person and you know that, and I mean, it's just for fun. It's not for, it shouldn't be taken seriously. It's for fun. So it was good fun.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Dr. Milind?
Yeah, I loved the choke mein pani marna thing. That was very original. I love that.
So judges, are you feeling like LOL? I mean, are you feeling like laughing out loud? I hope you're not having a good time.
Definitely, Nupur.
Yeah, thank you. So that was
Vineet. Nupur, it's a very good change from the webinars that we normally do. And it's really enjoyable.
Thank you.
And thanks to you and YOSI for that.
तारीफ में भी मैं एक चीज कहूंगा, सीजन कैटरेक्ट सर्जन्स का होता है, रेटिना सर्जन्स का जमाना होता है, हमेशा ही चलता ही रहता है. कैटरेक्ट ये जून जुलाई
Vineet knows how to bribe people ना. पहले राजेश सर को bribe कर दिया. Now Dr. Chaitra को he's trying to bribe.
No,
Vineet, retina surgeons are like wicket keepers. They are Rishabh Pant. You know, they are the wicket keepers, Sanju Samson and all. No, हम गिराते हैं, आप उठाते हो.
जी ma'am.
As oculoplastic surgeons, we never make fun of retinal surgeons because 1/3 of our business comes from them, which is evisceration and implant, and the other 1/3 comes from our glaucoma colleagues. So, very high respects to both of these fields.
I think some marks should be given to Dr. Milind also.
Milind, what about us cornea people? We keep giving our pale therapeutics to you for EVIS.
Cornea, I started loving that department because they've started doing their own tarsorraphies now.
No, that's what I'm saying. I wanted to say
that was such a big relief. I can't tell you.
I wanted to say that all that you are supposed to do, actually 25% of that we are doing now, Milind, whether it is tarsorraphies or mucous membrane grafts,
but
or
the The only thing I don't understand is why is neurotization still with you guys? Because apart from spreading that thing under the conjunctiva, you guys do nothing. It's only entirely oculoplasty, like 90% of the job.
No, you have taken over completely. I'm sure you would, make it a oculoplastic specialty. The word corneal neurotization.
Yeah.
That's why it's with us.
Oh, okay. That's the end organ, which receives all that.
You are cornea protective surgeons, Milind. We are just cornea.
I know. I still remember
cornea
what
protectors.
I still remember what Dr. Das used to say, that retina is the only important thing in the eye. Everything else is refractive apparatus to focus on it.
Yeah.
One will never argue with Dr. Das, Milind.
Yeah. No, but if the refractive apparatus is not there, retina is no good, isn't it? What will it focus if there is no apparatus?
I know. He used to call us Dhakkan department because it's eyelid. So, not a nice thing to know.
And that is a good one, Milind. I think you also have a superb sense of humor.
By the end, I think the winner
This
will
is
be
real. This is not a joke.
Thank you, judges. And now we'll move on to the next performance. So we'll go to the sixth performance. This was fifth on your list. So sixth is Dr. Ashish. And I think, I'm not sure if Priya's got her audio back. So
hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Priya, you're there. So can you introduce Dr. Ashish?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me first? Tell me.
Yes, I can hear you, Priya. Please go ahead.
So our next participant is Dr. Ashish Makkan. He's working as a vitreoretina and uvea specialist at I7 Hospital, New Delhi. Apart from routine clinical OPD and OTs, he also runs an Instagram channel where he posts educative content with a pinch of entertainment, and he calls it edutainment. The following video highlights how a usual week in his OPD is like. Apart from the serious work we do during the day, occasionally patients say or do peculiar things which make one chuckle. Finding humor in the mundane is what keeps things interestingly going on. So, Dr. Ashish, over to you, and please introduce your video or reel. Thank you.
Hi. Yeah, hi. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so basically, I just started my Instagram channel a year back, and I'm lucky enough that I have gained followers of roughly 57,000 and with a reach of nearly 5 million per month. So I just keep making these contents where I post both the educative as well as entertainment content. I try to club them together to short reels. So what I've done here is that I have tried to compile 5, 7, 8 reels together and try to show what patients said me in my last week. So the captions are really catchy, but they're a little small. Like the reels are a little shorter, maybe maximum 8 to 10 seconds each reel. So I would just tell everybody to just focus on the captions first and just try to find the humor, whatever I want to say. So you can play the reel.
Sure. So here he goes. Yeah.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
यार होनी घुमदे लाहौर नी चेक कर डोलियां दा जोर नी एक हत्थ फुल सोहणिए दूजे हत्थ गोलियां दा शोर रे मिलक दा रूप आज तो मर जाएंगे हाय कुछ ना उसको पता ना उसकी खता
ये सब हो रहा है क्या इंडिया में सीरियसली मेड्यूसा
मिलने है मुझसे आई फिर जाने क्यों तन्हाई किस मोड़ पे है लाई
सॉरी यार ब्रेक डाउन हो ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ 1 ਲੱਖ ਤੇ
So yeah, this is it. It was a short compilation, but these are all the real incidents which have happened with me in my OPD. So I just tried to put them together into a short reel, and that is how they get so viral. So Dr. Nupur wanted me to put something for this event, so I compiled all of them, tried to make them till 1 minute. I don't know whether I will be able to do the justice or not. This is
No, I think it was really nice, Dr. Ashish. And I'd like to tell our judges the power of Dr. Ashish Instagram followers. We had this YOSI Yoga Saga contest wherein, we decided to award the reel with the maximum number of likes based on yoga. Why I was doing yoga. And Dr. Ashish's reel had some 900 likes on the YOSI.
1100.
1100. Okay, sorry. So yes, so he is a huge Insta star that is there. So yes. And thank you, Dr. Rashi. That was really nice compilation. Thank you for submitting your entry. I know I was pushing you and you were a little reluctant, but I'm glad that you went ahead and submitted.
Yeah, actually, I was traveling the last week, so this is what I could actually compile together from my Instagram profile.
So, Dr. Rajesh, your comments on?
Yeah, Ashish is known for his, known as a stand-up comedian, and he has done it earlier also. I've seen that. So it was a very nice compilation, Ashish, I must say that, and it was good. I mean, you have to be really, you have to keep thinking to create such things. It was nice, creative mind, that has worked in creating all that. Very good.
Thank you.
Namrata ma'am, your comments on Ashish?
I knew that Ashish is a good retina surgeon. I knew that he's a very good athlete and he does a lot of trekking and he's into bodybuilding. But I didn't know that he has a humor side also. So congratulations, Ashish. I think that was a very nice job done. Very crisp and very, you conveyed many things in that short period of time.
Thank you.
Dr. Chaitra? Yeah.
The only complaint I have is that it was too short. I was hoping that we'll get, to see more of it.
That is how the Instagram algorithm works these days now. You have to keep
Yes. No, but what happens for us who have to read Hindi written in English, it becomes a little bit of a, difficulty. And before you could see it, it just went. I know that you have a timeline for Insta, but I'll go back to your Insta handle and look at it. Good, nicely done, Ashish.
Dr. Milan?
I love them all. Very original. Congratulations, Ashish. You get one more follower on your Instagram.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Uma?
Ashish, very nice. You can really relate to it. When patients say, what are you putting? You'll say, drop. What are you eating? Tablet. मेरा भाई बाहर है उसको समझा देना फोन पे बता देना. These are also nicely put and you have a keen eye, I should say. And I'm sad there's no cornea surgeon here in the YOSI. Only the retina guy seems to be having a good vitreous humor. Bhavya?
Ma'am, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah? So well done, Ashish.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So Chaitra, it's all your retina surgeons have good vitreous humor, huh? A little short, I agree with her, but very nice, very nice.
Yeah, but a lot of wit has come from all of them, and I'm glad they're making light of a very otherwise, prolonged surgical and recovery period. So it's nice to see the humor in it.
So after eating a vitreous, they do humor as well.
Milan, there is one for you. Our humor is like a tumor. That is one for the plastic.
So thank you, Dr. Ashish, and thank you, judges. We'll move on to our next is Dr. Nishi, and after that we'll take Dr. Prasanna. So Dr. Nishi is 7th on your list. Okay, judges. So let me introduce Dr. Nishi. So Dr. Nishi is a very young, dynamic, young ophthalmologist who's been very consistent with her participation in all the socio-cultural activities. She's a beautiful artist. She's won number of awards also in the photography contest and the creativity contest. So she's currently pursuing a fellowship in phacoemulsification and refractive surgery at ESGI Hospital, Bhopal. She's an active member of a lot of associations all across India. And she's got over 10 publications in peer-reviewed at national and international journals. She was also awarded the AIOS ARC PG Thesis Competition Young Researcher Award among the top 10 awardees. And she was awarded first prize in podium presentation, which was organized by the Bhopal Division of Ophthalmic Society, and also first rank as a female Women Ophthalmic Society member in case presentation in the resident state case competition by WOS in 2022. So Dr. Nishi, hi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, would you want to share something what you're going to present today?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, good evening to all. I'm gonna present on life cycle of an ophthalmologist, starting from the entry into the MBBS, then internship, then PG, then to fellow, and about the different specialty. I also have a very beautiful Met Gala OPD patient look on the red carpet. So I'm very excited to present.
Nisha, do you want to share the screen from your end, or should I do? What are you more comfortable?
Okay, ma'am. I'll share.
Just make sure to click the audio button on, as we discussed yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You've ticked the audio button, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes. Just put it on slideshow mode, please. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So I know it's evening, but I have started with a good morning slide because morning feels us more energetic. So good evening to all. So before I start, I have a disclaimer to say that I love all the subspecialty of ophthalm, but because I'm gonna roast them. So to start with, the life cycle of an ophthalmologist from an MBBS student to intern, going into PG, then fellow, then consultant, and different subspecialty. So after getting a very good NEET UG rank and a seat of choice in a renowned medical college, so the expression of our relatives. And so first year MBBS. So first year of MBBS, we come in such a dashing cloth after facial touch and hairdressing. And when seniors see us first time, their expression. So after that, final year MBBS exam. So after reading Harrison medicine book, our expression. And then internship first day, what patient rounds, professor asking so many questions in front of patients and humiliating our expression. And then first year of ophthalm residency, securing an excellent rank in NEET PG, getting admission in a good college, our specialty of choice as ophthalm. However, we know why we took ophthalm. So as a first year resident, first day seniors in front of their expression. So and next final year, before the final year PG exam, when consultants are continuously asking question in ward rounds and HODs like इस बार के external examiners strict आ रहे हैं, हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं. When juniors don't know how to handle OPD patients, when they make irrelevant diagnosis and incomplete admission files, when we have so much to read, we don't know what to do.
मारो हमको जिंदा मत छोड़ो सालो, हम कोई मंदिर का घंटा है कि कोई भी आके बजा जाता है.
And meanwhile, our non-medical friends who are enjoying in Goa, who always used to like हमेशा बोलते थे मेडिकल लेने से मना करते थे, their expression.
देखा आपने लापरवाही का नतीजा है.
So finally, somehow managed to pass MS.
खत्म. बाय बाय, टाटा, गुड बाय, गया.
When we join as fellow, first day reaching absolutely on time, expecting thousands of surgeries, meeting our senior fellow, first day and our expression. So, and this is a retina and refractive fellow. So first one, when a retina fellow try to impress, this is refractive fellow trying to impress retina fellow. And the second one is retina fellow trying to impress refractive fellow. And when we do first surgery as a fellow, when we don't know the difference in foot pedals and keeps on giving fake upar, our mentor's heart rate is turning faster than us. And this is the mentor's
Control.
And PC rent happens with vitreous prolapse. And when we did not identify and keep on giving fake upar, so one of the nucleus particle drops in the vitreous. And then somehow we managed to put 3-piece IOL holding properly in the sulcus. Counseling the patient on first POD after severe reaction.
हम करते हैं प्रबंध, आप चिंता मत करिए.
And now I have some Met Gala OPD patients. Their look on the red carpet. So extremely unhappy patient, always complaining, irrespective of, even after surgery, irrespective of the premium aisle. So this is dry eye. This is mature cataract. Corneal ulcer where AC details is not visible at all. Then I have black cataract look. Amsler grid investigation. Then when a patient asks doctor, please prescribe an eye drop to remove cataract, this is our expression.
You serious?
And when we speak fancy English in front of patient, this is their expression. And when we speak medical terms in front of patient, their expression. And this is when we explain contour and ICL to the patient in terms of refractive error, topography, AC depth, retinal periphery. In OT, when assistant paints and drapes toric IOL patient without marking. Next is, retina consultant counseling patient after surgery.
मैं जानता हूं आपको कितनी दिक्कतें आई है.
Meanwhile, patient's reaction.
चीटिंग करता है तू, चीटिंग करता है तू.
And finally, to my specialty. So patient coming for LASIK consultation in OPD, but if we get flap related complications like thin flap, thick flap, irregular, hazy flap, or displaced flap, free flap, irregular flap. And lastly, when politicians, they behave as a refractive surgeon. So any guesses? I have 5 of the politicians.
First is Arvind Kejriwal.
Yes,
Third is Rahul Gandhi.
Yes, ma'am. Second is our Modi ji.
Fourth is Yogi.
Fifth
Is Yogi. Yes, and fifth is
is
Amit.
Amit
Yes.
Shah. Yeah.
That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
चैन दोस्तों.
Yeah, stop sharing my screen.
Thank you, Nishi. That was really sweet and really creative. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Namrata ma'am, yes.
So I think it was really creative, and I think it has taken a huge amount of effort also. First to make your narrative, then to get pictures thereof or dialogues or songs or whatever manner in which you could match them. And the list was quite long. So I think a lot of hard work has gone into this. So many congratulations for the same.
Yes, thank you so much.
Dr. Uma?
I think Nishi, very original, very nice, and a lot of effort has gone into it. The Met Gala and all were really fabulous. So well done. Very well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dr. Rajesh, sir?
Fantastic compilation, Nishi. I must congratulate you. It was really good. And a lot of hard work, definitely. A lot of mind work as well to how to, combine all these things together, compile, and, it was really fantastic.
Dr. Chaitra?
I was waiting for the next slide because I knew it's going to be even better than the previous. So I think the effort shows to find the correct clip for that sentiment is fantastic. And I liked how you've gone with the Met Gala theme. It's a very happening thing. So I think that's a really good concept that you've chosen. Good job, Nishi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dr. Milind?
Chaitra stole all my comments, and I think it was very innovative. Originality was the best.
So thank you, Nishi. Thank you, Nishi, for participating always and adding 5 stars to all the socio-cultural events. We look forward to having you more. You were on a hiatus in between, but I hope that you're out of that, and we look forward to having more from you. So
Yes.
we move on. Yes. So thank you so much, Nishi. And we move on with our next participant. This will be Dr. Asanna, which is 4th. So Priya, would you want to introduce Dr. Prasanna? I will just put his introduction slide.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, you're well audible.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Good evening to all the judges. Thank you for the opportunity, ma'am.
Yeah. Priya, can you go ahead and introduce Dr. Prasanna? Yes.
So, Dr. Prasanna Venkatesh Raman, he is a research director and glaucoma head at Mahatma Eye Hospital. He's a DNB FAT examiner, DNB coordinator of the MEHPL Institute and thesis guide. He has published 156 articles in various PubMed Index journal, has delivered 397 scientific presentations at various international and national conferences. He is the editorial board member, the Journal of Ophthalmology and Video section, IGO. He is also the associate editor and currently the executive member for Young Ophthalmologist Society of India, and he is also the management committee member of TNOA. And he has been the recipient of 18 awards in ACRS and many more. And he has delivered one oration and performed 2 live surgeries. His area of research are glaucoma surgery, MIGS, moving images for the diagnostic, artificial intelligence, and academic filmmaking. So light, camera, laughter. Here he is enacting a comedic scene.
Thank you, Dr. Priya, for this.
Would you want to share something about what you're presenting?
Yeah, ma'am. Before I start, so this is a scene which is recently very popular, a Malayalam scene of where behind the pillar, he moves this side and right side. It's a very short video, but the commonly asked questions by patients or commonly faced problems, I thought I'll make it as a 30-second reel where this is being taken. So after the video, I'll again answer. Yeah.
Sure. I'll just play your video, Dr. Prasanna. Yeah.
களி துள்ளிய காளிதன் காலில் தங்க பொன்சிலம்பு துடி கொட்டிய பாணந்த பாட்டில் அம்மே நீ அடங்கு கரிங்காலி அல்ல கொடுங்கல்லூரு வாழன பெண்ணாளு.
Yes, ma'am. So the first instance is always 6, but the patient sometimes they'll not be very happy. And then though we have done a good trabeculectomy, sometimes they keep complaining of their bleb and the cosmetic things. And the third thing is, though, however, we counsel, but they don't put their medicines properly. So this is the recent reel which is trending on social media. I thought I'll just contribute with that. It's a very short reel, but going with the trend. Thank you for the opportunity, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, thank you, Dr. Prasanna. So, Dr. Prasanna is again a very dynamic YOSI member, and his innovations and AI is we all keep seeing his videos and presentations everywhere. And again, Dr. Prasanna is one of the people who has wholeheartedly supported all socio-cultural activities. I don't think there's any event where Dr. Prasanna you have not participated. So, thank you so much. As I always say, when I send out a Google form, I always expect Dr. Prasanna's name to be there. So thank you so much for always participating, making your contribution. Thank you, Dr. Prasanna, so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So over to the judges for their comments. Priya, would you want to invite the judges one by one?
So Dr. Namta, ma'am.
So I think Prasanna, like all your innovations, even this was very innovative.
Thank you.
And going with the trend, although the song was Malayalam, but
Yes,
still your subtitles were there, so we could understand what it is looking at. And of course, I like your spirit, the spirit that is of participation and participating in almost everything. So keep up that. And we always look forward to having you in all the events.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Rajesh sir, any comments from your side?
Yeah, Prasanna, your expressions I really liked. Yeah, always it has been good, and this in the clip it was fantastic. So yes, as ma'am was telling, the titles were there, so we could figure out what exactly is going on, and your expressions were apt, according to what was written. So that was very good.
Thank you, sir.
Only thing is that it was a little short. Maybe
yes, sir.
If it was bigger, then we would have enjoyed more.
I understand, sir. Yes, sir.
Dr. Evan, sir, any comments?
Yeah, I think Prasanna just showed us a trailer this time, that it was short and innovative. You can expand on it in the future laws.
Yes, sir. More scenarios and more subspecialties maybe.
Yes.
That's
yeah. Involve retina as a specialty. Lots of jokes around.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Uma ma'am, any
Short
comments?
but sweet, Prasanna. As Milind said, we hope that the full film will come. Abhi to trailer hai na?
Sure, ma'am.
Film
Definitely.
abhi baki hai.
Picture baki hai. Correct.
Sure, ma'am. Sure,
Yes.
ma'am. Definitely will work on the reel and try to improve it better,
Yes,
ma'am.
but very good. Good expressions. You're a good actor. Very creative.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Dr. Chaitra ma'am, any comments?
I have been a teammate of Prasanna, and I know what a fantastic, knowledge base this boy has. He's enthusiastic. He participates in everything, and like Namrata ma'am mentioned, I think the participation spirit that keeps him going is amazing. And he's someone I would always want on my team if I was competing for something. So. This is just a very, very small glimpse of his talent. So awesome job, Prasanna. We'll keep waiting for more from you.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
we've actually decided, YOSI, that, from now on, Prasanna will not participate in any competitions because he eventually, he just ends up winning every prize,
Yes, exactly. Yes, you're right,
Yeah,
ma'am.
so.
नाम दे दे के थक गए हैं सर को.
So basically, he needs a full mansion to house all the awards that are there.
No, that is there even at AIOS.
Yes.
But I think we also think that he wins away all the prizes. But then I think his work speaks, and for all the hard work he does and all the creativity, he deserves it. So it's very difficult to deny him anything.
True. That's true, ma'am. That's
Thank
true.
you. Thank you. Thank you, judges. Thank you for your comments. I'll definitely work on it and make it a full film. Thank you.
So I think in the interest of time, we'll quickly move on with our next participant. This is 8th on your list, Devanshi. Devanshi, I'll share the screen from my end since it's a video.
Okay.
Do you
Sure.
want to?
No.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All
Yeah.
right.
And I will.
Hello, everyone. Myself, Dr. Devanshi Shah. For most of all the oculoplasty people know me, but then Bhavya's first DCR I have given him, but rest of the people don't know me.
Yeah, let me just.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry for this.
Can you pause it? I think can I press it, Nupur? It
Yeah.
will be good because
Yes.
this will go very fast. All right.
Yes.
All right. So myself, Dr. Devanshi Shah, I'm an ophthalmologist and oculoplastic surgeon, and my clinic is in Ghatkopar. It's called Divine Eye Care and Multi-Speciality Center. I think Nupur has asked everyone to present, and I was like, I'm not that funny. Nupur, no, you're funny. And I'm like, no, I'm not funny. Are you sure you want me to present? And Nupur like, yeah, why not? And my whole weekend was gone making this PPT because I thought it should be a bit funny. Varna to, even I will not laugh on it. So let me share my screen.
I'm sharing the screen for you, Devanshi.
All right.
Yeah, I'll play the video for you.
Yes.
Yes.
So Nupur just pause it. Yes. So Nupur, can I share it? It will not go with the time.
Yeah, you want to share the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So make sure to tick the audio button before you
Yes.
share this. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Otherwise, your audio will not play.
Okay. Let me know if it's not happening.
Yes. Did you tick the audio button? Share.
One.
Yes.
Yes. Can you see my screen? I've shared the whole screen. Okay.
No, we cannot see the screen. Yeah.
Can you see?
I think we can't hear the audio.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. Am I unmute?
Yeah.
Am I unmute?
Yeah.
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 And can you see, guys? Oh. Sorry for the delay. Okay, let me do. Okay, sure. Sorry. So I've come up with a name, humor eye drops by Dr. D. So one evening I was sitting and what to do? No, it's not going. So one weekend I was sitting and goofing around thinking what to do. An idea. So stand-up comedy, what is stand-up comedy? I don't know what is stand-up comedy, but we definitely get stood up by our patients. So this is a small reel of that.
How much? हेलो मैम, प्लीज़ आपका फ़ोन नंबर दे दीजिए, मैं फ़ोन करती हूँ आपको.
We often get a lot of DMs and inquiries and patients don't turn up. So what to do? I thought I can dance well, so let's dance and give free advice. So this is what I started doing. What else can I do? अच्छा, फ्री टाइम में मैं खुद की पेशेंट खुद ही बन जाती हूँ. और कितने ही वेकेशन प्लान्स बना दिए. What else can I do? And lot of time Modi ji also changes our plans.
तो रुको जरा, सबर करो.
And sometimes भूल से एक भी लासे की इंक्वायरी आ गई. Oh God. But sometimes patients do annoy us and we need a lot of patience.
Keep a fadeaway shot, cause we ballin' and spotting up Patron every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Tell you the truth with all that goody power. So spin my head right round, right round.
But अपने पास अपना weapon तो है. We have our dilator drops for which we keep for our most annoying patients. And भूल से भी vision 6-6 आ जाए and blepharoplasty या ptosis में best result आ जाए, then we do the victory dance. And yes, it's International Joke Day. So a very special joke to you. Why do I eat water all the time? Because they are a couple.
Oh my goodness, I love this question.
I think I should just go back to dancing and making reels. I think that's what I do the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Devanshi. That was really nice.
Yeah, I think बाकी सब तो clap करे ना करे. I put the claps at the end for myself.
And thank you for submitting. I know that you were quite reluctant and hesitant, but then thank you for compiling this on a short notice and submitting. So
Thank you, Nupur. Nupur has been a sweetheart, and I thought just showing reels won't be funny. So I just tried to put a script around it.
It's really nice. And so we'll quickly take the judges' comments and then we'll move on to the last entry. Dr. Millen, let's start with you since, she's an oculoplasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the unique part was that there was a theme, but then she herself acted it out, and that was what I liked about it. So rather than capturing themes and fitting it in, that also requires intellect. But this was you acting out. So for stand-up comedian, I think you should seriously consider that because you were
I think I'll
very
just
good at
ask
it.
Bhavya if it has an assistant post.
You two can have a combined show. Well done.
Namrata ma'am, you're there.
So I think again, I could see that there's a lot of effort which has gone into, creating something, thinking out of the box and acting yourself. And considering the fact that Devanshi didn't think that she's, she can do it, but I think she did really well. So many congratulations, Devanshi. And I like your spirit of doing things even when you didn't want to.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dr. Roma?
I think Devanshi, you're very creative, singing, dancing, acting. Well done. Keep it up. You are good. I mean, I think there should be no doubt about that.
I think the last joke didn't deliver. I told this joke to my nurse in the afternoon and she laughed her heart out. I think I want to repeat that joke. Why do eyes water and cry all the time? Because they are a couple.
The couple wala one was
That's a
good.
good one.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Actually, I was about to say that only because I like that statement very much. And that was a very creative one, that why do eyes cry all the time? Because they are couple. I mean,
So I
apart from
think because of the PPT and the Zoom, the delivery didn't happen. I did a trial practice with the staff in the afternoon with this joke.
So Devanshi, are you a couple or not?
What?
Are you part of the couple? Are you part of a couple situation or not? Because I see you smiling.
Not.
So that explains the very pretty smile. I liked how you have put all your talent together, but whether it is humor, whether it's your dance, whether it's your clinical skills, and everything put together was beautiful. So really enjoyed it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, judges. And let me also just admit Dr. Deepak. So we'll take the third entry now, which is also the last but not the least entry of the day. And then we'll have closing comments and the results. So I'll just share the screen. Judges, you can just mark this last entry, which is entry number 3. And then we can have the results. Just a second. I'll just share the screen. Dr. Deepak, have you joined?
Yeah. Am I audible? Sorry for joining me late.
One second, Dr. Deepak. Let me just go to your, just a second. 1 second. And you were on number 3, right? Before, yeah, here you are. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi. So Dr. Deepak is trained from Shankara Netralaya, Chennai. He's also the fellow of the LMU Munich, Germany, and he's a vitreoretina and uvea consultant. He has his own clinic at the Bhojwani Eye Hospital Retina Center, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. So Dr. Deepak, would you want to share what you're going to present today?
Sure. Do you have my video or should I share on from my side?
I'll share the video. You can just give a small intro.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So do you want to describe the intro or should I just share your video?
You can just share video. I think it's
I'll do that.
the video is all about, it has music, it has audio, everything it has. So I think we can just play the video.
Yeah.
हमारी मम्मी को चाहिए फुल इज्जत हैं
Vinod. अंग्रेजी बोल बोल के कैसे बात को घुमाया जाता है।
अब गर्दा उड़ेगा भैया, एक चाय बोलने दीजिए।
गुटकू 2 कप चाय बना कड़ाक।
माया को करती
Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed the videos.
Really?
Had a lot of hope that there will be some jokes on either the plastic persons or the cornea or the cataract people, but again the witches got pulled in. Come on, you should be the crusader for all things good in VR.
I'm retinal surgeon. I see the videos first. As you know.
Anyway, nicely done. I thought the initial part was a little dark, but then I understood the whole concept behind it. So very nicely done, Deepak. Nice.
That Undertaker thing was so relatable, no?
Yes, 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 absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, Namrata ma'am, hi. Yeah, your videos.
So I think, I really liked it because each of the situation was correlating with the song and with the situation. So that way, I know it is very difficult to find the similar kind of correlates, but I think that way it was really well matched, that the correlates, the song, and the situations were well matched. So many congratulations for the same.
Thank you, ma'am.
Uma ma'am?
Very original and very enjoyable. Like Chaitra said, a bit dark in the middle, a bit scary. But I don't think we are that scared of the retina, guys. It is well done, but well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Dr. Milan? Yeah.
Yeah, I like the expectation after cataract surgery. That was very, very hilarious. And overall, I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Rajesh sir?
Everything was very nicely compiled, and even you did not forget the anesthetist also in the OR. Very nicely done.
Yeah. Ophthalmology is incomplete without anesthetist. You know
Yeah.
it, sir. Half of our credit goes to them, sir.
Yeah,
Because of them, we are able to do surgeries so nicely.
Very true.
No,
Very true.
I know it very
Rajesh,
well. I know
no,
it
no,
very
Rajesh knows it very well. Incomplete without anesthetist, because Rajesh's better half is anesthetist. So who would know it? Who would know
Yeah,
it?
same here. Same here.
Same with
No disrespect.
Okay.
So thank you. So with this, we wrap up our participants. I'll request all the judges to send the mark sheet screenshot on my personal message. I will total the marks, and then now I'll, let's, as I'm totaling the marks, I'll request each of you to one by one share a short snippet of, one funny incident in OT or OR that you have faced. I will also share mine, but we can start. Priya, can you just start taking one by one, and we can
Yes. So first, let's start with Dr. Namrata ma'am. Can you please share any funny incident during your OPD?
Okay.
So I will.
ठीक है, लेके आता हूँ मैं.
I'll share something which is
लेके आता हूँ.
which I witnessed. In fact, when I was a pool officer, there were a lot of VIP surgeries which used to go on, and like it used to happen, FECO had at that time come new, so we were very particular. Some I would not name which VIP surgery it was, but it was an extremely important surgery which was to be done by the senior most surgeon in our center. And like for all VIP surgeries, because the phaco machine at that time was new, so you would have 2 phaco machines, and then we would have 2 vitrectomy machines, and then we would have 2 people sitting, in the faculty changing room with silicone oil and with the PFCL, because in case there is a calamity, there should be all supports. So when we were doing this case, suddenly, and I was a pool officer at that time, and a senior resident also, used to stand, and there were 2 nursing staff, everything was 2. So suddenly what happened was that the IV bottle which was there, which was connected to your phaco machine, that started to fall down. And behind, like the senior resident went like this, and I went like this, just trying to see that it shouldn't go down. But before we realized, it was the last piece, and the bottle went down thud. There was a big noise about it. And because it was the last piece, so the phaco probe went, onto the PC, and there was a rent. And subsequently, then, the instructions which are given for the next VIP surgery were that, okay, we have 2 of everything, but I think on the IV bottle also, I mean, you should have 2 IV lines now, so that lest one comes down, the other one is there to support it. So next VIP surgery, we had, 2 of everything, 2 phaco machines, 2 vitrectomy machines, etc., etc. So one was this, and I think subsequently what happened was that the surgery which was done later, surgery which was done earlier, had a PCO, and so YAG had to be done there. So we're trying to explain to the person, that you are going to have a YAG here because there was a PC sitting there. Now that's kind of pacified. So the gentleman was very, very, very clever and very intelligent, and he says, "But I can't understand why from this eye, which was operated later, I am seeing much better than the eye which was operated earlier." It was so difficult to tell him that you've had a PCR, so now you don't need to do YAG for this. And so you are seeing much well as compared to the fellow eye where you did not have a PCR. And so we have to YAG it now. So it was like that.
Okay. So, Dr. Evan, sir, any funny incident happen?
Yeah, I had a Bengali patient for whom I did a blepharoplasty once, and apart from all the routine post-ops, I told him about cold, ice compression. Ice istemal karna hai. And then he asked me like how frequent. So I said for every hour you have to have it for 5 minutes during your waking hours, and do that for the first 3 days or so. So when he came for 1 week follow-up, eyes looked pretty fine. There was a little bit of bruising. So I asked him, "Kaise ho?" So he was like, "Acha." So his sound was not coming. So I said, "What happened?" did you not take any medications? Well, she said, नहीं यार आप सब जो बोले हो मैं सब किया. तो सिर्फ गले को क्या हुआ? नहीं वो आप बोले ना आइस खाना 3 दिन. So he was actually eating ice rather than applying it to the eyelid. So in future, I've always made it a point to tell them that this is for external application. This is an exclusive specific instruction for Bengali patients.
Okay. Even I also had one, but I'll share afterwards. So, Dr. Rajesh sir, can you share any funny moment in your OPD or OT?
Actually, there are many funny moments, but I'll tell you about one which I'll make fun of myself only. I was just remembering that because 3, 4 years back, I was doing a live surgery at Andaman. And in the panel was sitting a person who is a birthday boy today, Dr. Lalit Verma. And so that's how I remembered that. So I was doing live surgery, and I was the patient was moving her eyes. So I kept telling, Mataji, सीधा देखो, Mataji, सीधा देखो. Suddenly, Dr. Lalit told, अरे राजेश, वो तो 45 years की है, तुमसे छोटी है. So I was really shocked. I was telling Mataji, सीधा देखो, and the lady was younger than me. So I was just remembering, I was talking to him and I was telling him that sometimes you get to face such funny things. You don't realize that what you are telling is something entirely funny and entirely you know that's what I was thinking. So I just told you there are many things that we keep remembering about our OPD days and our younger days, and that's why I was telling these people that we have so many stories about our teachers as well. But so don't present any story about your teachers.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Uma ma'am, any story you want to share with us? Any
Yeah,
incident?
initially we used to tell the patients, put a little amount of ointment or something. So we would say chawal ke dane jitna dalna, matlab small as much as a rice grain. So one patient came and said, "Nahi, meri beti ko it's really poking the eye when we are putting." I said, "What did you do?" He said, "We took a grain of rice, we put the ointment on it, and then we put it in the eye." We are like, "Oh my God, is that the way you understood?" We said, "Chawal ke dane jaise jalna." So, patients understand things the most funny ways. So it's you never know what you are communicating, what is being understood, and what is actually being put into practice.
Yes.
So I never thought they would do things like that. And another patient, while I was operating recently, I had done one eye. I thought she was good, 6'9" and all. Then she said, "No, I can't see anything, this, that, blah, blah." Then after he tells me only. So recently I served him food. He said, "Dekho plate kitna ganda hai, 40,000 rupees फूंक दिया, फिर भी plate साफ नहीं हुआ. You can't see anything." So she attributed that to like your surgery is so bad, I couldn't clean the plate well, and my son kind of commented on it that he had spent 40,000 bucks and the plate is so dirty. So that was kind of wake up call for me also.
Okay. Dr. Chaitra ma'am, any incidents which you want to share?
Actually, it's not any particular incident, but it happens all the time, and I find it extremely funny that I actually have to control myself from laughing. Is when you have a retina patient sitting on your chair unit, and you have an attender, sometimes one, two, and you ask the patient to look up. What is so hilarious, and sometimes you just can't stop laughing, is that every other family member look up, but not your patient. So they promptly, the minute you say look right, all of them will be looking right. And when you say look left, all of them are looking left. It's so funny. And this patient is not doing anything. So then they'll come and they try to hold. And I say, see, dekhiye aapka patient
Yeah, we lost your voice, Chaitra.
Dr. Chaitra, your voice is suddenly.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. No.
Yes.
So it's very funny that when I tell them that sometimes I call the attender, in front of the patient and say, see, this patient is not moving. Someone that kind of motivates the patient. Okay, it's either the
I think ma'am's network is little iffy.
child or the parent, and promptly they move it like the rest of the organs. So these crazy things that happen in the retina clinic sometimes, just keep you going, because most often you see these really morbid patients, bad TRDs. So these small light moments, and then when you ask them to touch the forehead, they'll go and put their forehead to the chin. I think one of them just showed that video also, because they think they have to put the forehead, touch the forehead to the back, and promptly they go down. So some very cute things happen in the OPD, and I think it just keeps us going.
So I think that's so the whole purpose of having this event was, we have as surgeons, we have so much stress in our life already, our personal life, professional life. So the whole idea of this International Joke Day, YOSI LOL, was to share these lighter moments with each other, have fun. And I think the whole purpose has been solved. We had some beautiful participation. I would also like to share one small incident, if, the judges allow. So I was in the secondary center, Dr. Milan and Satan Palidulipalla. So we had to speak in Telugu, that's how it is. So we picked up a little bit of Telugu. We were given this translator. So I think it was my first or second week of, posting there. So a post-op patient came and I was like, I can speak Telugu and I will explain everything to the patient in Telugu. So I started, Ukati Varam, Gardan Kindaki, Stan Cheyali and Chayadu. And and the patient was just smiling nicely at me, yeah. And so then once I finished, I looked at the optome. So it's done. So the optome smiled at me and he asked the patient, Vastunda? And the patient like, Ledu. So like, did you understand? And the patient is like, no. So that was like, I was so embarrassed. And so I tried my level best to explain everything to the patient. So that is one incident I would always remember. So that's the whole point. So now, anybody else would want to quickly share a funny incident that has happened?
I just want to share one. This was just opposite of what you did. हमारे एक कलीग थे जिनको पूरी तरह से हिंदी नहीं आता था. He was from South somewhere. Just he was I think second year into AIMS and एक patient को vitreous hemorrhage था. And he thought of hemorrhage like he correlated that with bawasir. तो उन्होंने बोला बाबा जी आंख में कब से बवासीर हो गया आपको. So everyone started laughing in the OPD and it was just the funniest thing I remember from my PG days. आंख में बवासीर. Thank you.
One incident happened with me when I was seeing a patient, 65-year-old. So he said, "Auntie, मुझे आंख में दिखता नहीं है." I was so like, मतलब मैं इतना दुख हो गई, मैं आंटी बोल रहा है मेरे को. I just complained to my seniors, मैम वो मुझे आंटी बोल रहा है. She was like, अंधे है ना बेचारे, कोई बात नहीं भैया.
Yes. So now we have the most awaited result. I have compiled the results, and so should we announce? Should we declare the winners? Should we go ahead?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
So we have we've decided to give first and second prize for this. So any guesses for the second prizes? Anybody? Priya?
I think वो भोपाल वाली मैडम क्या नाम था उनका? I don't know. वो जिन्होंने बहुत सारे वो मेट गाला वाला जो किया था. I think she's first. I think second. I think Bhavya.
Okay. So so second is Dr. Vineet for his Reels wala presentation. So congratulations, Dr. Vineet. And first is Dr. Nishi. So this was a tough competition, especially the second, third, and fourth were very, very close to each other. So, but yes, so as I always say, that competition is just a formality. It's the whole purpose of this webinar is to just get together, share some lighter moments, have fun. The purpose has been solved. Competition is always just a formality. Everybody who has participated is a winner. But yes, there is somebody who's first and second, so it's a formality that we are fulfilling. So, and with this, we come to the end of the program. And any closing comments from the judges, and then we'll just wrap up, with the vote of
You did a fantastic job of conducting the whole thing, the concept, and pushing all of us and making sure that we're there, and all the participants as well. So, congratulations to you, Nupur, for conducting it in such a fun and enthusiastic manner. And congratulations to the winners. All of you are winners. Keep it going.
Yes, congrats, Nupur. Very well conducted.
Yeah, very well conducted, Nupur. I never thought
Well
actually.
done, and enjoyed it thoroughly. And I think a big shout out to all the participants. I would have given Bhavya also first prize, but anyway.
She has already told that all are winners. So yeah, all are winners. Nupur, yes, very nicely conducted, very nicely done. And I must say that it was a good change for us, good relaxation for us from our routine things.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
I actually never thought it is going to be so interesting, frankly. And I had thought that, I was to go somewhere, so I had thought I'll do it, but I mean, be there only brief period of time, but it was actually very interesting. And thank you, Nupur, for making me a part of it.
Yeah. And the best part was there was no presentation where we had to say, can you please wrap up now? Like our usual webinars. So it was fun. We all felt that there should have been more.
It was the other way around. We all felt there should be more.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. With this,
Thank
we
you.
come. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yes.
you. So with
Thank
this, we come to the end of the
Everyone.
event, and a quick vote of thanks. First of
Bye-bye.
all, I would like to thank the entire YOSI Governing Council for giving unending support to all our activities, the socio-cultural activities. And incidentally, this is our last event or the webinar for this term. The new team will be soon taking over once the election results are announced. So this is, I'm so thankful to all our judges for joining for this special moment with us. Namrata ma'am, Rajesh sir, Dr. Milind, Dr. Uma, Dr. Chaitra. I know that everybody is so busy. It's a weekday, it's a Monday evening, and everybody is very busy. But thank you so much. It means so much to us. Dr. Milind, you've joined us for the second time. And thank you so much for joining us, sparing your time and being there wholeheartedly. And then I would like to thank all the participants. I know that some of them, Dr. Rashi, Dr. Devanshi, was actually behind you. Please submit. No, it's okay. You submit. And I'm so thankful to you. So glad. And I hope that you also enjoyed participating in this event as much as we enjoyed, seeing all your entries. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, I would like to thank the entire socio-cultural team, especially Dr. Priya and Dr. Rakhi. I keep saying in every webinar, these are the two pillars on which the socio-cultural is working. No webinar can, happen without their support. Thank you, Priya and Rakhi, always. Thank you so much. And with this, I will just end the YouTube streaming, and we'll take a quick group photograph and we'll end the thing. So let me just